me. It was the first day, first show. My classmates came up to and then we are fallen in love. And I was like, "Oh, really?" They're like, yes, this lady has taken a leap of faith and followed her dream. And today she will inspire us how to follow our dreams, give amazing life lessons, and share her very own stories. હેલો મેમ, હું તમારું સ્વાગત કરું છું વીઆઈટી લિયોના મંચ પર. અમારો ખૂબ જ ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ હતો કે તમે અમને જોઈન કરો અને ફાઇનલી તમે જોઈન કરો છો, તો તમારું હાર્દિક સ્વાગત છે. પ્લીઝ ટેલ અસ હાઉ વોઝ યોર ડે એન્ડ ટેલ અસ હાઉ આર યુ ફીલિંગ.
Thank you so much, Mariam, and thank you for the wonderful introduction and such a sweet one also. Hi, good evening, everybody. I hope I can see a lot of people who have joined. And so, before I begin on anything, let me just make one thing clear that I am thoda sa technically garib, okay? So this is the first time that I'm using Google Meet. So just in case, if at all there is any of the technical glitches during the session, please, I'm apologizing in advance. And so now, yes, with to all the people who are with us already, જેટલા પણ લોકો આપણી સાથે છે, I think I'll keep English as the language because we would be having a
Yes, ma'am.
yes. Mera Bharat Mahan Wala crowd on this, right? So, yes, good evening, one and all. And my name is Kinjal, and I work with Gujarati films majorly. And I'm a regional actor and aspiring to be bigger and bigger every day. So today, first of all, I want to also thank Vellore Institute of Technology, VIT, and Lions Club for giving me this honor to be a part of your splendid talk show. I read about all the speakers and I saw your page as well. It's lovely, wonderful initiative, you guys. So yes, should we begin?
Yes, ma'am, totally. So, ma'am, tell us how was your day and how are you feeling right now?
See, my day was honestly, I really felt that my day was super chilled out. I was feeling so lazy to come up and, be presentable for a camera. Very honestly, I give you the reason why because, I'm in Ahmedabad currently and it's raining here. It's so beautiful out here and, you just want to, go out on a drive and have tea and Maggie. That was the mood I was in. But, there is always a pleasure when along with your craft people are more keen towards knowing what you feel, what you believe. So this was, thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I was really that this is the only, I say, what do you say, wake up call for me throughout the day because I was so much laced out that I thought but anyway. So that's it. Yeah, and I'm going to keep this very candid, casual. I'm so much in love with this kind of setup, because it's so comfortable. And again, we of course have a lot of students from the institute, and this is also a bit relaxing because we are saved from the pressure of the jury or the teachers or the professors or all the people sitting right in the front row. And even if we have any of them, welcome and thank you for having me. So yes, let's begin.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So
ma'am. Thank you.
yeah. So I actually wanted to start with the fact that a lot of you, when you might have seen the little beautiful creative that you guys had created when I was going to come on board, which said actor, influencer, and biotech. So usually, why this is what I'm going to talk about is going to begin from here. That I why they call me a biotechnologist or why I do call myself a biotechnologist in spite of being an actor. Have you ever usually wondered that for example, let's say there is a doctor or an engineer who would be a very brilliant cook as well. Does that fact ever surprise you that yeah, doctor hai lekin amazing khana banate. Sometimes you might have seen you know uh, a kind of profession. Let's say a writer who is amazingly well with gardening, who's amazingly well with plants. So these are the off matches that you usually see about a persona, and that obviously and naturally puts you in a pickle. That why aisa kaise ho sakta? So the central idea of what we are going to talk today is the long lost word called aptitude. So to me, yeah, it is. I always have believed, that there are. I always want to talk about and say things which are already there, but it is kind of suppressed under um, under the new era, under the new gen, where we are so much techno freaks now. Now, I being a 90 kid, when I was in my school and college, there was this, our school made us all take a test compulsorily, and which was called an aptitude. Now, what is an aptitude? It is a very, we will say that it is a very understated and थोड़ा सा कम importance आजकल जिसको मिल रहा है वैसा वाला word. But especially when I'm talking to a lot of engineers and to be engineers here, and I'm talking to a lot of science students who would be having a strong aspiration as an artist as well. This is for us. The talk is for us. So, what I am going to actually talk about today is there are a lot of things that our brain can do, and everything is going to revolve around the aptitude. What is an aptitude? It is basically the balance, the talme, jo talme hota hai, the balance in between the left and the right brain of yours. So, and I'm going to of course, I say kuch bhi nahi. I'll talk and just my science students. हमें पता है left right brain क्या होता है. I'm not going to do that. But I'm just trying to connect the dots because we all have it in ourselves. It's just that sometimes you need to channelize, you need to connect the dots and find your way out. So, when I start that, we have a lot. There are a lot of things that our brain does. The effects on our actions, the stimulation of various areas of brain, and finding the aptitude there. So now, what does a left and a right brain do? Usually, when we talk about our right side of brain, I'm already doing the mirror image. See, this is my childhood disability that I cannot say what is right and left in one way. So I'm going to keep this as right and this as left. So yes, when we talk about the right brain, it is more creative. It is the point where all the imaginations happen, all the creativity occurs, the ideas form. Whereas the left side of the brain deals with analytical thinking, the methodology of anything, which deals more with the numbers, which deals somehow with the memory. So when there are these two hemispheres, we have it in our head. But sometimes, because during the process of the education, during the process of growing up, we all forget to find the balance, to find the right equation, to find the right synchronization in both the parts of the brain. And here comes aptitude. So, if I want to say that a very simple and one-line definition of aptitude would be the natural ability to do. लक्ष्य फिल्म से एक डायलॉग था. आई थिंक यू ऑल, अगर आपने देखी होगी, यू ऑल माइट रिमेम्बर इट, कि आप घास काटने वाला बनो पर अच्छा घास काटो तो गलत. So now this the line particularly connects to the fact that you need to have the right aptitude for whatever you do or whatever you choose in life. And many of the success stories are based out of choosing the right kind of things on the right line, utilizing the right and equal amount of your brains. Now, usually, when we talk about the right brain, it deals with EQ. And when I talk about the left brain, it talks about the IQ. Being science students, we do not need to elaborate the terms, but just in case for all those people who do not know what EQ and IQ are, EQ is the emotional quotient that an individual has, and IQ is the intelligent quotient that we all have. And in Indian educational systems, we all are forced to follow the uh, IQ building exercises. See, we take part in different competitions, different quiz competitions, different, the knowledge-oriented quizzes that we all participate in. That all brushes up your IQ skills. Your EQ, the emotional quotient, is very, very important. I would say more important than IQ, is the quotient that what do you say? जो पैदा होता है right brain में, that emerges in the right hemisphere of ours. Competitions, different quiz. Now, why talking about aptitude today when we already know that you guys already know that you're going to be engineers, or some of them might be knowing, some of them might not be, which is totally cool, trust me. But why talk about this today? So this is very honestly a long lost word, and because because of not being able to spot or rectify your aptitude towards something or the other, uh, we might end up being either unsatisfied or either being insecure. Now, security has to do a lot with your left brain because it talks money, it talks finances, it talks digital. And satisfaction has a lot to do with your right brain, which has to do with your creativity, your imagination, your innovations, your curiosity. So, in the times today, I think there are a lot of issues which we see around in the society amongst us, and those issues are peer pressure, or depression, or FOMO, or there are a lot of mental imbalances that happen uh, through the journey of all of us, and I think being depressed or being mentally unfit is not a very rare kind of a feeling in the gen today. Me and you, we all have been through it, and we all have to find the ways out, to fight it out. Now, uh, that usually happens because of two factors, and this is all like my theory of looking at my life. But yes, I think that's why I'm here for, to share the story. So yes, coming back to what I was saying, that unsatisfaction, like when you're not satisfied with your job or when you're insecure about yourself, these are the major two causes of mental imbalance, the mental pressure that we have. And this both can only be balanced when you know, and um, when you just know the right aptitude to it, when you know the correct medium, you know that okay, fine, white is white, black is black for me. And trust me, every white and every blacks are different for people, so don't force yourself to be like, don't burden yourself with um, things, with the rights and wrongs of the society or the other people. But now the issues that are created because of the lack of understanding what you want is why we are talking about aptitude today, and especially in this session. First of all, I think we can, this is a kind of self journey process, and it starts with giving yourself a lot of space. What happens is that we all, our entire generation is too much loaded with the pressure of the social media, with the influence of mobiles and gadgets on our daily lives, that we somewhere down the line have forgotten to give ourselves time. We've forgotten to, and giving ourselves time could be anything, could be anything where it's just you and your thoughts. So when I say that, give yourself that space. You need to have that mental space. You need to have a physical space. You need to have an emotional space. Once you give yourself that, you slowly and gradually start clearing up your thoughts, your aptitude. Your correct aptitude would be the thing that you want to create, and the same creation that brings home money. That is what my idea here is. Honestly, the characteristics of a person who are really, really working towards and for and with their aptitude are something that we all look forward to. Starting with the solution of okay चलो अभी हमने बोल दिया कि हाँ यार इतना ट्रबल है इतना ये there is this thought that thought हम लोग कर रहे हैं इंजीनियरिंग में कुछ लोगों से होता है कुछ लोगों से नहीं होता some might excel in it some might fail in it sometimes the techniques go wrong sometimes the knowledge go wrong but what is important is you are at that stage of life where you need to choose the profession which also equally is your passion you cannot just follow the money because a lot of us or a lot of you people tomorrow are going to be working with various IT companies with various engineering firms with various MNCs but the important question is are you happy with your job are you going to be satisfied are you going to be secured with what you're doing so as a as a solution to everything I'm going to give you a small tour towards my journey so far. And it starts with I was an over ambitious, confused person, which I think till 2 years back. So, yes, and I wanted to do science and arts both at the same time. This really puzzled me a lot of time. But how? I was never very much into commerce subject. But yes, science and arts was something that I always found difficult in choosing one. That okay, fine. What do I pick? That's how I chose science for my graduate for my boards because I think after the SSC examinations you got to choose if you want to opt for science or commerce or arts. And back then I wanted to become a genetic engineer. And trust me, through my if at all people from whoever are with us have seen the TED talk, if they've seen my TED talk, they would know that I've done a lot before becoming what I am today. I've tried very much. I mean, I'm not exaggerating, but I might have tried minimum 5 to 7 different job profiles. From being an editor in a magazine to being quality control head in a chocolate factory to becoming a curriculum designer in a company which designs the audiovisual curriculum for students to finally becoming an actor. So, what is my take on the entire journey is that I did science. I really didn't enjoy the pressure that that stopped the creativity that stopped my brain because of course when you have your boards you're not allowed to dance you're not allowed to do a lot of extracurriculars that you usually love to do and so was my story. So after 12th I really got done. I was like nahi yaar science apne bas ki baat nahi hai and I really want to opt for arts. Then I took my admission into BA. I did BA with English literature. And while I was on that course, I really thought that, yeah, ये सब ठीक है. And that time, again, in that phase, I wanted to become a phonetician. For all those people who don't know what a phonetician is a person who studies the slangs of a language. Uh, uh, so, so yeah, I wanted to become a politician, and then a thought occurred to me that yeah, that does not bring in so much money. I cannot do so much. I study so much, research so much, and then I cannot just be still crying that आज मैं मैगी खाऊं या ना खाऊं, Starbucks की coffee पीऊं या ना पीऊं. I didn't want that thought to persist for a longer time in my life. And that's why I thought that nahi yaar, science is better. At least वैसे भी science का background है, and you always get like you make bigger on your pockets if you are an engineering or a science a doctor graduate or medicine graduate. Sorry. So that's how I again after doing arts I thought that I still genetic engineering to 9th standard पे करना था यार. I really want to become that. And that time there is a town which is a little far away from Ahmedabad. I took my graduation again over there, and I started with BSc in biotechnology. And now, when I call myself a technologist, I really want to say that proudly, because I have known the pressure and the fun of studying science. I have known the long hours of labs. I've known, so many books and notes and reference books that were to be, you know, put through before you actually apply for the exams. And of course, I used to love science, and I was equally a very good student, along with the arts and the extracurriculars that I did. Usually सारे engineering या science के बच्चे ये चीज पे connect करते हैं कि हमेशा college में ना एक bunch रहता है who are very much keen over the talent evening, who are very much excited about the cultural fest, who are very much eager about the days to come, the days that we celebrate. I think I was one of those, along with being a very good student in my college. I was so excited. I was always, I wanted things on board that no, curriculum, हाँ हम drama भी करेंगे, हम लोग singing भी करेंगे, हम लोग dancing भी करेंगे, हम लोग सब करेंगे. So if the only reason why I'm telling you this is, most of the times what happens is we don't let the spirit inside us grow. We don't let our aptitude to flourish, because it is very much possible to have so many aptitudes at the same time in a person. What is the crack? What is the success story is that when you connect the right kind of aptitude, when you fuse them together, which also satisfies you and satisfies your creativity, and also brings home really good, is the key to the whole lock that we are talking about. So yes, that, and after my science, after the graduation was done, I started working with a chocolate factory, and it was Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory. Agar kisi ne dekha hai, it's a very beautiful and cute and I say irresistible film, which was my dream when probably, if I remember, I might be in my first or second grade. I was very small. Now I actually got an opportunity to live that dream, because when you actually work in a chocolate factory, all your major job role is to taste the consistency of chocolate every 10 minutes. Because you have to check the humidity, you have to check the taste, the quality, the viscosity, the density of the chocolate. And imagine, still I miss that job. The reason is that now, ironically, I'm not allowed to eat chocolate most of the times. But back then, yes, that was my job, tasting chocolate every 10 minutes. I almost worked there for a year. After that, I still thought that my creativity is somewhere down the line not justified. I really was not, finding what would bring me satisfaction, even after working long hours at the job. Later on, I started working in Mumbai with a magazine firm, which was very creative kind of a job. Also, I also wanted to opt for my food production and food technology and food science as the master's degree. So I had an inclination towards it. And I started working with a food magazine, which was very creative job. We used to take our cameras and take a diary and pen and go uh, go on random Mumbai streets, covering the stories, covering the local food which was available. And that job almost lasted for another year, and that was fun too. But then it did not bring as much money as I thought that would, because eventually you get promoted. हाँ 50 साल की हो जाऊंगी तब तक लाख रुपए साल का मिलेगा. I never really wanted to take that path, and I have uh, put a lot of pressure on actually drilling my head until and unless I found the right aptitude for my life. Well, after this job, I again started designing the curriculums, say, because I was preparing for USA, and वो GRE का exams चल रहा था, TOEFL का test देना था. So I was parallelly I started working like that. Also, one thing that because it is VIT, I am going to tell you something that I actually had considered VIT for my master's degree. Because you know how it is when you are a science grad, you always shortlist the universities for your masters. And I remember very clearly. And the other day, I spoke to my college friends that you know what, who am I going to talk with, and that is going to be VIT. We really me and my other friends, we all were actually thinking कि यार जाएंगे थोड़ा दूर है अहमदाबाद से यार but वेलोर जाएंगे तो सब साथ में जाएंगे
Yes,
so
ma'am.
yeah, that is one.
You can come for our fest, ma'am. Rivera.
I would love to and yeah, someday
We'll plan
soon.
for. We'll plan for it, ma'am.
Thank you so much. So I'd be looking forward to it. So yeah, coming back to all of that, and gradually a film came by in between. And how the film came was it was an educational film. The first film I did, even before Chhello Divas, was a Hindi subjective film called Rough Book. Now, this Rough Book was a film which dealt about A section में toppers को डालते हैं, B section में duffers को डालते हैं. So this bifurcation that happens in our country, this was just a small voice. जो small आवाज उठाई थी कि ऐसे system नहीं होनी चाहिए बच्चों के. So that was the central idea of the film that I did, Rough Book, and that was the opening, my beginning of of the career, a very new career opportunity and beginning of my journey so far. Now, when I did that film, I was as it is. I was preparing for masters. So I thought, "Ki हाँ 2 महीने time hai, let me do it," and this and that. Now, when I did the film, when I finished the film, and that film was mostly shot in Mumbai and Pune, uh, and I was acting a 12th standard student in the film, and it was. Sorry for keeping this too candid, but yeah, my character name was Simran, and I literally had asked my dad. I called him that Simran ko zindagi jeeni hai, kya wo jee sakti hai? And my dad actually went on saying that ja Simran ja jee le apni zindagi. And this was that point of time that actually brought me money along with a satisfaction, the sense of the sense of feeling peace in the evening when you come back home. The kind of feeling that I think शायद मैं इसीलिए बनी हूँ ताकि मैं एक actor बन सकूँ, kind of a feeling, and which is very important. ये सारी this is I'm also keeping it very candid, but the spirit inside you and feeding that spirit is very 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 important to keep up to the and to match up to the standards of life that we dream for ourselves. So yes, and that's how my journey began. And after later on, soon after that, Chhello Divas was happening in Gujarat, and few of my friends and people there was few recommendations that हाँ हमारी एक दोस्त है उसने अभी हिंदी film की है, this and that. I went to this audition, Chhello Divas के audition में, and that time back then I think 5 years before, Gujarati cinema, the Gujarati regional cinema was not as big platform as it has become today. It and even it was not even youth driven. I myself used to हम लोग भी नहीं देखते थे यार इतनी Gujarati films. I was, of course, I was very much inclined towards theatre. I did a lot of plays back in school, college, and I also watched a lot of them. So I think after all of that, I thought कि नहीं यार, this is something कर लेते हैं, देख लेते हैं. अगर गुजराती फिल्म वैसे भी कितने लोग देखते हैं, अगर नहीं हिट हुई तो फिर देखेंगे. मैं तो भाग रही हूँ बहुत तेज because I was actually packing my bags to go to US and for my masters. And it so happened that after the Chhello Divas film was shot, after everything was done, we were ready with the film and it was about to release in November and I was about to fly in September. Then my dad set me down and there was this one point, that one time in life where I was talking about giving yourself space. And that space is mental, emotional, and physical space when it's just you and your thoughts and your aura. That was the time when I actually sat down to think that what I actually want to do in my life. What am I really good at? Because whatever you do, you should either you should either excel or I think you fail. You drastically fail. It's okay. It's okay to be zero, but never because we belong in an era as such that mediocrity is now underrated. Even if it is rated well, I do not have any problem in being a mediocre. But mediocrity is very difficult to sell because it is a tough competition out here. When you actually step into the world after finishing your college, you see that yeah, talent bhar bhar ke pada hai, knowledge bhar bhar ke pada hai. Now how are you going to be that one to crack your journey through? How are you going to make your way through everything? Because there are, if you are good, there are people who are excellent. And this is the brutal truth that sometimes kills you, that I tried so much hard, and there is somebody who's very much good at it than me. Now this thing can only be solved, or it could be put into places when you are doing and when you are into a profession which is also your aptitude, which is also naturally something that you are born with, something that your how your brains function and how they match up and how they beat to the beat. So that is the crack. And so ever since Chhello Divas, and I actually had to take a call, and I would genuinely consider that by fluke it became a hit, and such a massive hit that my friends in Mumbai, the people who didn't even know Gujarati, were talking about this film, and they actually came back and, "Arey Kinjal, tum isme ho, hum log ne dekhi, bahut sahi film hai." So now but uske beech mein, from deciding in May to not go to US till the film got released in November, ये जो time था, that was the time which was, I think, most challenging time that I've faced so far, because you are risking everything for something which you don't even know if it is going to click right. But you know what? I just had one thing in my mind, very clear, that made me so strong and firm about this decision. And that was that I thought that if at all I go to US, and for all of you who are with us, I had cracked a scholarship in Cornell University, which is an Ivy League. But in the year when I had applied, it was the top ranked college for food science and biotechnology. So yeah, and saying no to something like this, and getting a scholarship also, so I was also saving my dad's money. But when you actually are going to do that, and then doing a small film, because that time it was very small compared to considering a science student itna mehnat kiya hai, uske samne ye hai, and then you feel that karna chahiye, nahi karna chahiye. But the only reason that I actually chose what I'm doing right now is that if at all I might have failed as an actor, if at all I might have failed as with films or with my profession that I am currently, I would not have regretted. Honestly, I would have thought that yeah, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I at least tried. And now once in a lifetime opportunities is different for everyone. The opportunity for me can be totally different opportunity for you guys. And and I knew that if at all I go to US, and if at all I don't make that good out of my life, I might regret all my life the fact that I was given a chance to act. I was given a chance to do something that I was really good at, like bachpan se, and even I still remember those cheers that when I was in my school, I was good at dancing. And every year, almost into every functions, I used to, go on the stage and give a solo performance. And the whole auditorium used to, give me that Madhuri, Madhuri, Madhuri kind of a cheer. And yeah, Madhuri Dixit ma'am has been my biggest inspiration so far, because I love the way how graceful and beautiful she is, the way she puts herself up. So yeah, I was, she was my idol from, I say, since my childhood, and I really thought that, yeah, this is something, that thrill you get right before, for example, if you at all you are to give a presentation, if at all you are going to give that exam, there is this silent cheer that's 20 seconds right before you enter the field, and that 20 seconds, you everything else is shut. You don't listen to any of the sounds, but you listen to your head. There are thoughts that जो इतना जोर से आवाज करते हैं कि वो आवाज तुम्हें आती है. You actually think that yeah, this is the thing. That was the feeling every time I climbed up the stage, and that's how I chose that. No, yeah, I think I want to become an actor, and I want to try taking, making a fortune out of it. Now, becoming an actor was not the only goal, because, this is with ambitious people that the goals, you can never achieve all your goals because your list is, limitless. It keeps going on and on. You click one and then you again, oh, this is a goal, that's amazing. Trust me. And so, yes, once after becoming an actor, you know how this feels. We all know how every fields are, and especially when you work in showbiz, it is so easy, to you don't know whether your films are going to be a hit. You don't know if you're going to be popular. You don't know if you're going to be, if you're going to meet the stardom. You don't know if you're going to be famous. There are a lot of insecurities about the profession I am in, as it is about all the different professions. I have never bifurcated into it because I've done so many jobs. I think the basic instinct towards it, the spirit towards it, is all the same. Whether you're an engineer, whether you're a doctor, whether you're an actor, I think it's all about the passion and the dedication that you have towards a particular field. And yes, once Chhello Divas became a hit, there came another load of responsibilities on my head and my shoulders. That this is not it. This is the beginning. And trust me, through my journey after Chhello Divas till today, it's almost 5 years now. Uh, I give it up and I own it up to all the education that I've had so far. If at all, was I not a science student, I might not have thought the way I think right now. The very honest reason is, again, coming back to the left and right brain. You know, usko hamesha, and that needs to be, that is a challenge, that every time you have to check the balance. Ki, haan, dono talmel hai, theek hai, okay, fine, you're fit to go. But yeah, I think. That sync is very, very, very much important, and only because of what I had learned in college. And we usually think, yaar, ye kya kaam mein aane wala hai? But trust me, guys, you never know what you learn is applicable where. For example, mm, uh, yeah, for example, if at all, there are some basic questions, there are some common sense facts that we often see that people around us don't get. That is, so there are facts that we all know. Sabko pata hai ki yaar, दूध के ऊपर नींबू नहीं पीना चाहिए. But when it comes to following that, a lot of people fail. And that is the lack of application of things that you already know. Aptitude is one thing that actually enables you to apply what you already know. Because knowledge hai hamare paas, iska application is very interesting. And so I whatever it is today, and taking, and of course, becoming an actor is not only putting on makeup and coming on the screen and doing your part and going back home. No, it is a lot more than that. It is also about becoming an influencer, becoming a public figure, becoming responsible. We cannot afford to not know things when you are actually out there. So there is a lot of things that you need to to fuse, to carry when you are out there, when you are popular. Now this popularity can also come through being an actor, or being a cricketer, or being a very good doctor, or being a very good engineer, or starting up a new venture. There are a lot of things, a lot of ways to become popular. And that was something, of course, that was something that I never intended for. And I'm really blessed and thankful that I could gain and achieve that popularity and the fame that it did, because it was a flip overnight. Like aaj sham ko, every day I and my 2-3 best friends, we used to go on, hang out on a kitli. Ahmedabad is all about chai ki kitli ka culture. There are kitlis where you get chai. So every day I used to go to this kitli with my friends, and this kitli is exactly opposite to the PVR cinemas. Okay, and believe me, 2015 November 19th, रात को, I and my friends, after the premiere of Chhello Divas happened, we were sitting there looking at the huge poster that was on it of Chhello Divas, and we were actually thinking that, dude, it's this, and these best friends are also science grads again. We all used to be in the same college, and they're like, dude, you have a poster there. And I was like, I swear. Within 3 to 4 days, I go to the same place again to have chai, and my friends have to cordon me. They have to put me in the car, and we have to leave because of the sudden rush and attention of people, which you are completely not used to. And trust me, in school, I never used to be that hotshot babe who got a lot of attention. I was more on the cute, bubbly, and spectacled, do choti wali ladki who would be more kind of a padhaku and extracurriculars. I was not very much known for, so I was not known used to so much of attention, and especially this kind of an attention that, oh my god, this is her, that kind of an attention. That was something which was very alien concept to me. But yes, that happened, and that was the day when I realized that everything. Now, whatever I am is more responsible than what I was yesterday. For example, even if I have to go out till my gate, I make sure that never does it happen that I'm not wearing a mask, especially in the times today. So what I mean to say is that कभी कभी हम लोग ये सोचते हैं कि हाँ बाहर गाड़ी में से चाबी लेने जाना है यार, या गाड़ी में से छाता लेने जाना है, it's just 2 minute thing, just go out and take and come in. But uh, with the popularity, with fame, with everything, you become more responsible. You cannot afford to just step out like that, because we actually have to practice what we preach. And after everything, you know today, when I sit back and when I sit down and look back on my journey, I think that whatever I am, whatever I have come through, I've seen failures, I've seen the success, I've seen a lot of things in bits and pieces, ups and downs. But the only thing that kept me through, the only thing that I've survived through and become what I am, is the aptitude for my life, the aptitude for my instincts, to my spirit. I think this is one thing that you owe it up to your spirit, because in the end, when you actually conclude the whole session, you know. Anything you do, everything you do should bring you peace, and your life should be worthwhile, because sometimes in so much of pressure we forget how valuable life is, how lucky we are to be gifted with a beautiful life. And yes, so be inspired, have a lot of inspiring stories, and keep the spirit alive in you, because that is the only thing that gives you the burning desire to crack the next one. So that's all about my session. That which very importantly I wanted to actually ऐसे झंडा लेके आगे, actually I wanted to shout about attitude, that please follow that. I mean, take some time off, know what is good with you. Engineering amazing है, लेकिन engineering क्या करोगे जो engineering बिकेगा तुम्हारा? It's just that create, become passionate, and then earn money out of it. It's amazing journey. It's ups and downs, but you get the courage to fight. So that's all, guys. Thank you so much for listening to me. That's all.
That is so true, ma'am. That was really inspiring. Now, there is a person, there is a senior of ours, Teja Anna. He has learned 2 lines for you in Gujarati. We want
Wow.
to say those for you. Teja? Teja, are you there? Hello?
He's preparing for
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Your the session, like whatever you talked, it was really inspiring, and yeah, ma'am, will definitely attitude is really very important. You connected the dots that are going in my mind, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I'm
And
really happy.
and I learned one line just before this session from Maria Muni, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay.
ma'am, tame khubad sundar chho.
Oh, that was so sweet. Okay. So what is your mother tongue, if I may ask?
Ma'am,
What's your mother tongue, if I may ask?
my mother tongue is Telugu, ma'am.
Telugu. Okay. So now that you taught me that, teach me one line in Telugu. If I want to say that, thank you so much, I love your spirit, how do I say it?
Thank you so much. Even I'm not that good in Telugu, ma'am.
ధన్యవాదములు మ్యామ్. ధన్యవాదములు. నీ గొప్పతనానికి జోహార్.
Me?
Like I don't know the second line you told, ma'am, but the first line is ధన్యవాదాలు. Thanks. It's ధన్యవాదాలు.
Dhanyavadalu to everybody. Okay, that was really sweet. Yeah, it was really sweet. Thank you.
So, ma'am, you think you have only inspired for choosing passion and stuff, but the truth is, let me give you a background here. In Chhello Divas, there is one guy who is not even beautiful inside, not even beautiful outside. That's his character, okay? He's playing that character. And he goes for an arranged marriage, and that's when ma'am's entry is there. So there are many boys in Gujarat who are now, personally, my friends who are inspired to go for arranged marriage. They're like, if we get that type of person in arranged marriage, we don't want to do love marriage at all. They are so inspired because of you for arranged marriage. So yeah, that is something you brought about.
I hope all your friends who think that arranged marriage में अगर ऐसा कुछ miracle हो जाएगा, I would pray for all of them कि वो हो जाए.
So now we're gonna have a rapid fire with you. You have to answer as soon as possible. Okay.
All right.
Favorite food?
Khandvi.
Khandvi. Okay. This is for people who don't know Khandvi. It is very nice. It's my favorite. I don't like khaman, but I like Khandvi a lot. So search on Google.
Besan का roll होता है. And whenever you come to Gujarat, whenever you guys visit Gujarat, ask for Khandvi and you're going to love it.
Yes, because do tell them about that Onam Sandhya we had in Ahmedabad. Do tell them about that. So if they visit,
no, at least I know that was a Malayali festival. If we have a few of the Malayali students with us, that yes, for the first time ever, I tried celebrating Onam, and I was dressed in that kasavu sari, that authentic sari that you guys wear, and I had a chance and an opportunity to relish the entire Onam meal, and it was amazing. And I am a very big foodie, very very big foodie. So I think that I love almost all the cuisines, but for South India, I have an extra corner because, and I'm very honest, I've not been to anywhere in North. I've not seen Manali, I've not seen Kashmir, but South, you ask and I've been there. I've been to almost all the places. So,
yeah. So the next question, rapid fire. Oh, I forgot about it. Next question, which is your favorite movie?
Favorite movie bucket list?
Favorite co-actor?
Favorite co-actor? Don't put me in a pickle, yaar. आप लोग and I आगे और आपको कोई लेना देना नहीं है, and I am going to feel not answering that.
Okay, favorite book?
Favorite book? I very much get inspired with the Steve Jobs biopic. Yeah, that really inspires me.
One really, really stupid line, which you will be caught easily, but you have spoke anyway.
A stupid line? In a way, stupid.
You knew. It was not a stupid line, but you knew that if I'll say this, I would be caught easily.
I think traffic. Most popular, overrated, and so much overused reason for being late is that I was caught in so much of traffic. I think
So okay, you have friends, you told. So one kand which is like lifetime, which you remember lifetime, which you did with your friends, like together you did something really stupid, hilarious, which you remember and you still laugh.
Very honestly, I'm actually kind of a person who keeps doing this kind of stupid kands all the time, and something that fuels my spirit. I have started believing that actually, but a very stupid task. I don't know. Yeah, we tried to bunk one of the classes once upon a time, and when we actually, and then we were caught right at the gate. The professors actually thought that where are you going? And we were not a group of 2-3 people. We were a group of 17 people. And we were like, नहीं हमारा एक match है. And we were like, नहीं कौन सा match है? अब आप सब आओ principal के cabin में. And really we escaped. I mean, we ran away. Irrespective, क्योंकि पता ही नहीं था यार कि अभी डीन के सामने खड़ा कर देंगे क्या बोलेंगे. So we all needed space. I've always been this person, and we all escaped to like respective homes, and abhi kal ka kal dekhenge. Didn't pick up any calls.
There is
Next
one
day.
person in comment section. He wants to sing song for you, Jai Dodia. So Jai, if you are here, please unmute yourself. He has written that he wants to sing 2 lines for you from your
Yes,
movie Sahib.
yes,
Ek
please go
Chokri
ahead.
song.
Oh wow.
Jai, are you there? Wait a minute. Yes, he's dead. Unmute yourself, Jay. You can go ahead and sing.
Okay.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Yes, you are. Hi Jay, how are you?
Yeah. Hi, Kinjal ma'am. So, first of all, બહુ મોટો fan છું તમારો.
Thank you.
And actually, I'm telling that I'm a big fan of Kinjal ma'am, and I'm from Gujarat only. So actually, I met her also 2 or 3 times at the movie promotions. And I will just want to dedicate the 2 lines of her movie song, that is Sahib, Ek Chokri. So
Okay,
can I go ahead?
Please.
Yeah, thank you. एक छोकरी धारदार छे खरी खरी कापती मने मापती मने तो सांभळे फरी फरी એવી છે પ્રીત અનોખી એવી છે રીત અનોખી બંને કોરમાં કંઈક તો વાગે એક છોકરી ધાર ધાર છે ખરે ખરી. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was so sweet of you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Now
you.
we want you to sing a song for us.
I am not a multi-talented person. Hello. I only managed to graduate biotech and to become an actor. That's it. But yes, I am a pathetic singer. Trust me. And after inspiring people, I don't want to literally demotivate them. Trust me.
I totally
There are times
understand.
I should stop talking, and this is the time for me.
I understand, ma'am. So, ma'am, when you were doing Chhello Divas, okay, I know Malhar, and you were first time working with Malhar, right?
Yes.
So, and since you were having romantic scenes and you were supposed to do boyfriend, so how was it comfortable for you, or how he made it comfortable? And he's a very fun person. We all
Yes.
know the person kind is. So, like, tell us, how was your experience working with Malhar?
Oh, it was amazing. Yeah, it was super fun, and we share an amazing chemistry. And luckily, I've been blessed to to have found the co-stars who are super fun to work with. But Malhar being my first co-actor, I think we had a very terrific chemistry and bond off sets as well. But especially doing a romantic scene as like a little flashback to somebody who's chashmish, somebody who's a scholar kind of a personality who does not involve with too many boys in the college or in the school, and then cut to doing Nisha's character, playing a bombshell, was like what do you say, poles apart for me. And I had to learn a lot from the people who I actually thought were glamorous, who I actually thought were good at flirting. And I cannot name them, but I called a lot of my friends, all those friends who were very good at flirting. And I was like, yaar, kaise kar lete ho tum? But and that's how it gave me thoda sa strength. And of course I and Malhar both were, because it was almost a debut film for both of us, and we both were thoda sa say shy, and especially apart from the metro cities, we have this thing where girls sit on a side and boys sit on the side. There is this bifurcation everywhere apart from the metro cities. And so was the situation on actually Chhello Divas ka set. उसके सेट पे ही ये bifurcation था, that all the female actors used to make a small group and sit at a corner, and all the male actors used to make a group and sit in another corner. Then gradually our director cut the space in between, and they brought us together, And gradually then we started opening up. But yeah, during the film, I think we were very much alienated to the concept of being romantic on screen or in public or with anybody else around you. But yes, it was an amazing, amazing experience.
Okay, so which is one of your favorite dialogue?
Out of Chhello Divas?
No. If some other heroine also, like a favorite dialogue.
I am a huge fan of Joker, and I like his line that if you're good at something, never do it for free.
Right. So is your which actor do you want to work with? Like you have
A lot.
craving to work with?
Trust me a
No,
lot.
name one. It's rapid fire. It's one.
One very much on top of my mind is Mr. Amitabh Bachchan.
Oh, even Pratik Gandhi, Mr. Pratik Gandhi, when he came here, he also said the same. He wants to work with Amitabh. So right.
Yes, yes.
Who is your favorite singer?
Favorite singer a lot, but recently I really like this what's this guy's name, Pratik Kuhar. I really like him because he's very much trending inside my head. So unki tunes.
Which is your favorite destination?
Favorite destination would be the destination that I've not been to yet, but I really want to go to Santorini. I don't know why.
Wow, it's very beautiful. I've seen the whole evening and stuff. Yeah. So next question is, which is the favorite actor? Okay, which you don't want to work with, but it's just in your mind that I love this actor.
There are again a lot, but we are going to talk about. Let me go more vocal for local, and not local, actually national, I can say. But I think Vidya Balan, she is. She's one lady, one woman I adore for her acting skills. I mean, the way she effortlessly performs what she does, and I definitely want to even work with her. Fingers crossed someday.
Someone has asked that, ma'am, if you get a chance to work in Tollywood, will you? Like,
I am actually talking to a couple of people from Telugu films currently. Like last week, we have been discussing a project, and I hope I get to soon hit the Telugu cinemas and the Malayali cinemas and Tamil cinemas. Yeah, a lot many.
And someone has asked, how do you manage to look so pretty all the time? Like so beautiful, and how you are so much having so much of brain and so much beautiful.
Honestly, I owe it up to my mom. Very honestly, this is something which is that's really packed. I really have nothing to do with it. But yeah, blessed. Oh, thanks to mom. Yay.
And there are many people saying, please come to VIT Vellore. We all want to meet you in person. So please do come to Vellore. I'm actually from Rajkot, and I wanted to go away just like you did, like very far from Gujarat. And so I chose VIT, and I really would love to see you there. Everyone going gaga over you. I can literally imagine if you do a Tollywood film, all of the people will be like, yeah, finally.
Yes.
Please do come to VIT.
All of you, because this is my first time with VIT, and it was an amazing interaction. And I can now see the messages. अभी तक मुझे नहीं पता था कि कहाँ से देखने हैं. But yeah, I'm reading a lot of messages, and thank you so much for all the lovely comments you've given. And
yeah. So last but not the least. Yeah.
Also, Maria, I want to tell you that you being from Rajkot, I really love that city, and please give a lot of regards to everyone you know. It's very close to my heart because the last film I did was a character. Lots of love to Rajkot.
Sure, ma'am.
Wow, there are some películas Okay.
Yeah, there was some.
Excited, huh? Uska spirit बहुत ज़्यादा.
True, ma'am. Yeah. So now we have. It was a wonderful session. Now I'll hand over to Neha. She has the word of thanks for you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving us time today from your schedule. You blessed our eyes with your beauty, and it's like beauty with brains, like you got everything. And we can see so many comments there, and like everybody are going crazy today. Thank you
Thank you.
once
Thank
again.
you. Thank you, Neha. I am so grateful to be a part of the VIT and the Lions collaborated Leo Talk. It was really an honor being here. And I had a wonderful evening with all of you. I got to see a lot of new faces, new names, and that's something, I'm really crazy about being a philanthrope. So love you all and thank you so much for being through and being so lovely throughout. Yeah, I really feel blessed and I'm really, very happy.
Thank you
VIP
so
Leo
much,
Club is
ma'am.
so
Thank
happy,
you so
ma'am.
much,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much.
Thank you for having me.
Have a good night ahead, ma'am. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
good night. Bye bye. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.